Hello, my beautiful friends. We are going to make Mod Podge Ghost today in this center if you choose. So when they are done, they will look like this. They take a while to dry. So this one I just made. He's standing here. He's still drying. So I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to show you what you need to make these. You ready? Here we go. You will be here over in the art room underneath the second grade word wall. There will be a basket that looks like this. In that basket, you will grab a piece of paper. Yours will be gray. Just bring the whole basket over and you will be sitting at the violet table. The violet table is going to be covered with a tablecloth because this is a very messy project. Beware, only do this if you are ready to be messy. So step number one, you are going to take a piece of the gray paper. Mine is white. Let's see, where did I put it? Let me put the camera down. All right, so we can see. You are going to take a piece of the gray paper and you are going to put it down on the table and you are going to find a dry erase marker in the basket and you are going to write your name. That way I know where it is. This is where you are going to be building your ghost so that we can move it at the end of class because there are other classes coming. You cannot keep your ghost there. All right, this little guy is still wet, so I'm going to scooch him, and then I'll have to rearrange him. All right, dude, hop out of the way there. Okay, now, in the basket, you will need 2 pieces of cheesecloth, which is basically just holy cloth. You will need a little bin of Mod Podge. This is what the bottle of Mod Podge looks like, but I watered it down and put it in here. You will need a toilet paper roll and a foam ball. Put that on top like that. Stand it up. You will need a spoon. And eventually you are going to need a black piece of paper and a pair of scissors. But leave those in the basket for right now. All right, are we ready? Step number 1, you are going to take the handy dandy bowl, which I think I forgot to say. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Step number 1 is put your toilet paper roll and your foam ball on your square of paper that's laminated. Then you are going to open up the Mod Podge and put your piece of cheesecloth in the bowl and you are going to scoop out probably 1 scoop of Mod Podge. Give 1 scoop a try. Put the spoon back in. Now watch, I'm soaking up. This is where it gets messy. I'm soaking up all the Mod Podge so my whole cloth is full of Mod Podge. Then I'm going to squeeze it over the Mod Podge container, get out the excess, open it up, move that out of the way, open it up very carefully. You don't want to rip a hole in it, but you can't leave it bunchy because obviously that doesn't look like a ghost. So you're going to pull on it very gently. It likes to get bunchy on the edges, so that's where we're going to have to be extra patient with it. So you're going to untwist it on those little edges. See how it like makes that little twisty part. So you pull it and you keep pulling very gently until it starts to get flat again like it was before you started. You have to have patience for this part. It's not going to happen right away. So you pull it out. Once you start to get it bigger, it'll come a little faster. And just pull it till it's about like a square like it was when you started. Just keep gently pulling it. Uh-oh, I restuck mine. Grr. All right, now once you get it fairly flat, which mine is refusing to do, you will lay it over the top of paper towel roll like this. Mine's a little short. Let me grab slightly longer. So you're going to just spread it out. Keep spreading it. All right. And then I'm going to grab, I made some of these longer. I'm going to grab a longer piece. Spreading it, spreading it. All right. Excuse my reach. And you grab your second piece, which mine is a little bit longer. Put it in the bowl. Take a scoop of Mod Podge. Spoon it out. Soak it up just like you did last time. Keep soaking till the whole thing's full. You may have to scoop a little bit more. Don't use too much though, because otherwise you're going to have a big old mess. Nobody needs a big old mess. All right, so scooping it on. Woo boy, there we go. All right, now I've got it all on. Squeeze it over the Mod Podge container to get the extra out. Pull again. Oh no! Stand back up, Mr. Ghost. There he goes. All right, now spread it out again. There we go. See how it's nice and it almost looks like a cobweb a little bit. But do you see how it's still bunchy here on the edge? That's the part I want to unbunchy. Okay, so then get it mostly unbunchied, lay it over the top. And then it's actually a little bit easier to unbunchy when it's standing up as a ghost. So then just gently pull it. Kind of think of like the ghost legs or the part of the ghost that's on the ground that kind of trails. So think about how you want that to look. Because how you put it down on the ground right now is how it's going to look after it dries. So be mindful of that. So be thinking, what is it going to look like when it's done? Do I like it? If yes, then you can stop working. If no, then keep working. So I'm going to spread mine out a little bit. Ooh, it's going to fall over. I guarantee it. Mine kept falling over before when I made the other ones. So just situate it how you want it to look. Once you get it all situated, it's not quite how I want it. There we go. All right, now I'm going to go get a little piece of paper. Actually, I'm going to get a paper towel. I'm going to wipe my hands down. You are going to be full of Mod Podge. So now you take a little tiny, you're going to take a little piece of paper and you're going to cut little ovals out of it to make the eyes. Now, if this part doesn't work for you, you can always draw them on with Sharpie next time you're here when they're dry. But for right now, when they're wet, you cannot use Sharpie on them. It will ruin the Sharpie and you will be sad because nothing is worse than a gluey Sharpie. Boo! Haha, boo like a ghost, get it? All right, so I have my little eyes cut out. I'm going to put everything back in the basket. Now, you put one eye on here. It may stick, but probably not. So dip your finger in the Mod Podge and then put it right over the top of it like that. Hold it on there for a second while it sticks. Then do the other one. Put it on top. Get some Mod Podge on your fingers. Oops, too much Mod Podge on my fingers. I'm sticking to the other one. Oh boy. I'm a Mod Podge mess. Okay, stick it on there. Stick it on. Hold it until it's ready. Okay, now we have the ghost. It is ready, but you are not done yet. Step number 1, you are going to gently tap the spoon. Get as much Mod Podge off as you can, and then wipe it off with a paper towel. Put it in the basket. Don't put it in with the Mod Podge. It will make an even bigger mess than we already had. Put the lid on the Mod Podge. Make sure it's nice and tight. Put it in the basket. Then, very carefully, I'd put one finger on top of your ghost, the other one carry your paper, and you're going to put it back on, can you see me? Yep. I'm going to put it on the back counter under the word wall. Leave it there. It will dry, and it will be ready for you the next time you come. Put everything back in the basket. Carry the basket back where you got it underneath the 2nd grade word wall. And voila! You have beautiful ghosts. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.